Put super discount there. All your disqualification will not be a disqualification. In spite of that, you will touch. Satyuga dhyana was because mind was pure. Just by visual, focusing on the visual form of the Lord. So that is why, particularly the Lord has invested all the potencies in the Shabda. In the Shabda that you and I produce with the tongue. If I close my eyes and produce the image of Krishna, the scriptures does not say that picture is Krishna. Does not say. In Kali Yuga. But the scriptures say that even with your contaminated tongue, you produce this sound. I am that. That is incarnation. Shabda Rupa Avatara, not Rupa. In general. Akshay Avatara is different. That is the next step. That is why it is said that without proper hearing, you cannot do proper deity worship also. You will see the deity as only material. The transcendental form of the Lord residing in that deity, you will not be able to experience unless you first access the Lord through Shabda and purify. So the object is same to attain Krishna. The object is same to attain Krishna. If there is a discounted path, you will take that or you will take a long path. Answer. Discounted. It is not super discounted. Because in Kali the people have no good qualities. Our subtle body is full of so many sinful. We don't have a pure mind. We don't have a Kama, Krodha, Lopa, Moha, Mada, Vatsarya. So many of these things are there. Enemies of the soul. They all act inside this mind. The purity of mind we do not have. The Lord says it doesn't matter. You attentively chant and hear. My Satchidananda energies will evaporate all the asata chitra. And you will experience Satchidananda. You will experience association of me, Krishna says. So what is important is these things. What is the thing that is revealed in these scriptures? That's important. How do we know all these truths? The scripture says, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva Nasteva. Scriptures are saying no other way. Prabhupada is pure, whether he chants Japa or whether he is doing management or whether he is calculating the finances that is available for preaching Krishna consciousness. All of them is touching Krishna. There is no difference in any of his. Because the Lord is absolute. Thinking of him, working for him, chanting his name, everything it directly touches Krishna. Therefore it is said. He is never separated from Krishna. His mind is never separated. His mind is completely lost in Krishna. We cannot imitate that. So we chant 16 rounds nicely in the morning. Then whole day we get that power to remain in Krishna consciousness.
Recharging your phone.
Huh?
Recharging your phone.
Yes.
If you don't charge, it won't last long.
We don't understand.
So just for one day, the iron is not.
Pardon?
We take the iron example. So we chant 16 hours a day. So for that day, the iron is hot, like that. But then again, we need to heat it again so that it becomes like that.
No.
Next day.
Your normal 16 rounds of chanting with all the thinking that you do will run you for a day. So powerful. That is why we are all surviving. But if you go inside and immerse your soul in the Shabda, I told you something else you experience. Now you are not falling away from Krishna. Generally. That is the benefit of this. That's right. This hitting. But you are not getting into Krishna consciousness. You are not falling away from Krishna consciousness, but you are not getting into Krishna consciousness.
Just roaming around.
Just like you have a bottle of honey. Outside you are seeing, you are going round and round and round that honey. Honey is there, honey is there, honey is there. You open the cap and you have to drink. Is it? Which means uninterruptedly chant distinctly and hear sharply. You will see what will happen. It's not surprising, what I'm saying, because you know that you're not doing it. That is, you're not experiencing. Who is saying something in non-life, where I'm telling somebody. No, you're not doing. You're not doing uninterrupted chanting. If you do uninterrupted chanting 16 rounds attentively, impossible. I'm going to tell you the methods. How to, without attention going anywhere, you can do it. It is bliss. Japa, you wait, you look for Japa next day. Now you're looking when I keep my feet back down. 16 is over, 16.
Like a cricketer waiting for century.
Your Japa will become like, oh, I have so many work now, I have to keep my Japa now. Like that you will feel. And then you will be waiting next day Japa time. Or anywhere you get any little gap, you will start Hare Krishna. You will run into the fire. Addiction. So, What is the last verse?
Uninterrupted 16 round chanting day.
So,
Fourth sacred word.
enemy, thought processing is the biggest enemy of this activity. Next key point. I give you 4, no? 3 again. 3.
Biggest enemy is fourth one. How to chant now distinctly, attentively.
No. What is number 1?
Entire power is in Sanchitan.
Number 2?
Is to do chanting, hearing, attention.
Third one is uninterrupted.
Uninterrupted chanting. Do nothing else. No nothing.
Yes. Fourth point. Okay, fourth point you put that biggest enemy is thinking is the biggest enemy. Thought processing. Don't confuse. Thought processing is biggest enemy. Tell me, this thought processing is the biggest enemy means it's a force, right? Thinking force. You cannot stop it. The thinking force. The mind will start thinking of it. Yes. We stop. There has to be a counter force. There has to be a counter force. And then here Lord has told Nam Nam Akiri Bodha Nija Sarva Shakti. So where should you look for any Shakti? Nam only. So if you establish that link with your attention and the holy name, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, attentively, you will get the energy from the holy name to keep the thinking away. But if you don't do it, you are struggling on your own to keep the thinking away, which you will never succeed. In other words, I'll give you one beautiful example. When you start your car engine, initially the engine is turned by what power?
Start.
Battery power, not fuel power. Fuel is not fired. Battery power. So battery can turn engine. Battery cannot turn the wheels. Suppose you put in gear and you turn, correct it, stop, right? Because now it's the automatic gear. The example won't work out. You don't have experience. In India, if you have regular keep the vehicle in gear and you turn the key, it will go about, few inches it will go and it will stop. Jerk. It doesn't have power to go on, isn't it? Then why, after you start, what happens? The engine starts firing. Fuel starts coming. And then battery is off. What speeds you can achieve? I think. Huh? Why? Because fuel is coming and firing. You've got a tank full of fuel. You've got a nice engine. You don't turn your battery on and self-starter. Will your vehicle ever move? No. So what is the enchanting? What is this equivalent to battery? Self-starter. I tell you. Yes, attention. But attention itself is a problem. To maintain attention is a problem. But attention, to give attention to, let's say, 10 beats, 20 beats, by force is not a problem. But if by force you want to give for 16 malas, it's a problem. But 10 beats, 20, even now I tell you, don't think of nothing else, do nothing, no nothing. 10 beats, easily you do. It's as simple as that. Our self-starter is this. We don't even do this. Therefore, the engine doesn't fire. Actually, for inattentive chanting, the power comes from chanting only. The power comes from the holy name itself. Just like the fuel starts firing in the engine. So similarly, the attentive chanting becomes successful by getting energy from the holy name, which happens because as a self-starter, 10, 20, 30, if your mind is very disturbed, maybe you struggle up to 30 beats. Sometimes different circumstances are there according to Kala. Today you may be disturbed more, some this problem, that problem, house problems, all this. That time you may need 50 beats of forceful keeping away all thoughts. Otherwise, next mala you go again. You may need only five beats. After that you don't need every. So what happens? Let's say battery power is your own power. But the car power is the fuel power. By our own power, we cannot chant 16 rounds attentively. Because mind is very powerful. It will take away our mind. But with the power of the connection, what is the connection I said? Attention. Distinctly chanting and sharply hearing if you do for 10 beats, 20 beats, 30 beats. You'll be surprised after 20, 30 beats, just like engine started. Smoothly, attention will not go anywhere. If at all it goes somewhere else, that means you can say engine has stopped. You have to put self starter. It gets started. These are all to train the mind. At the end of this seminar, I'll give you other ways, spontaneous ways. These are all required for us to train the mind. Ultimately, attention, I'll give you a clue. Ultimately, attention will not go anywhere else if you have a relationship. Correct? Your attention is not going anywhere else other than work. Why? You have a purpose. You are anticipating something, hoping for something, some knowledge by getting your purpose. The activity is meaningful, it's making sense to you. Your faith that okay, Prabhu has come, Prabhu will say something, I'll get something. Any XYZ comes and speaks, your attention may not be there. So you have faith. So you have faith, you have a purpose, you have an intention. All these things together is called relationship. There's a meaningful relationship to the activity. Therefore, attention remains in the activity. So similarly, if you develop a meaningful relationship with Japa, then it will remain there. How to develop that relationship? How to culture that relationship? I will talk to you later. But before that, you need to know this, some fundamentals. Now let us go into this detail of doing nothing else and knowing nothing else. So what I'm going to say is very fundamental. Japa, very fundamental. And this knowledge is very essential to train our mind to keep the attention on the Holy. Mind is not attention. Mind is a wheeler of attention. It wheels the attention from the soul to anywhere. In its time, it will. Then please remind me. Huh? Okay, 5 minutes, I'll take question.
Like you said, when we need to call and hear, when we generally call a person, we generally call with a purpose. We just don't call someone don't want to disturb him or something like. It's a purpose in our calling. So what should be the purpose?
Purpose is crying. Crying for something. You call it as a cry for something. Krishna, 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 Draupadi called. He cried for something. Protection. So what do you want from Krishna? You want mercy from him, right? So there should be kripa apeksha. You are seeking the mercy of the Lord with every beat. Krishna, Hare Krishna. He's everything. Krishna himself is come before me. I don't want anything of this material world. Save me from this world. Give me pure chit and I become free from this ignorance. Give me sat energy so I become free from thinking that I am this body. The existence. I am means sat. I am your Amsha. I am divine. I am not this body of flesh and bone. I am divine. I am same quality like you. You are not ordinary. You are
Quality.
same quality as who?
Krishna.
As Krishna. You are not this bag of leather bag of flesh and bones. That's why Prabhupada says this body is an embarrassment for the soul. Very strong. Huh? Beautiful expression. This body is an embarrassment for the soul.
When you do the 16 rounds of chanting every day, you said we realize stuff when we chant 16 times every day per month. What have you realized? Like about life?
Everything is very clear for me. Clarity. My true self is not this body. Now you are hearing me speak. You are conditioned to think. Because you think that you are the body, you are conditioned to think others and see others as their bodies. But when you chant Hare Krishna, when you touch the holy name of the Lord, you realize that you are experientially in this body, but you are not this body. You are experiencing this body, but you are not this body. Therefore, you see that whatever I do is like anybody else doing. Talking, speaking, walking. But I don't think that I am walking, I am talking, I am speaking. I am seeing that this yantra robot is following the directions that I give to it. It's a little more complicated to answer your question. Entire phenomena, how the soul is connected with this body, the soul is spirit, how it is connected with this body, how this body is being driven, what are the characteristics of the soul, that conviction, that perception is what the difference is between somebody who has pure chit and who has got achit. Achit means ignorance. think this world is a dream. I am awake and dreaming. You are sleeping and dreaming. I can still be in the dream. I am in the dream. I am awake and I am in the dream. That is the effect of the Shakti coming from the Nama. If you realize who you are and who God is, doesn't mean you lose this experience of being in this body. Just like you watch the movie, you can be lost in the movie, or you can watch the movie knowing very well who you are. I'm in the seat, theater seat, I know what's going on. Right? If you're lost in the movie, then the dualities of the movie will affect you. But if you are not in the movie,
Just watching.
hmm,
Just watching.
just watching, not just watching, that the movie is a very crude example. Suppose it's an interactive movie. You're sitting in the seat and you can call the shots in the screen with your free will. That is the kind of movie this life is. Even though you're calling the shots, you know that that is not the eternal. This is a movie only. But the players in the movie are all souls. They're real. Movie is unreal. The plot of the movie is unreal. The people who are all, just like in a drama, the characters are all unreal. The person who is playing the character, he is not unreal. The story of the drama is a drama. But the stage is not unreal. The sets are not unreal. The players are not unreal. But what is in the mind of the player is unreal. I am the king, I am beggar, the role play. Similarly, the material energy is not unreal. This is a stage. This is not unreal. These are like the sets. Me and you, the souls, they're not unreal. We are spirit beyond this body. This body itself is a set. I am a man, I am a woman, it's a set. Or a dress. We have to play the king's role, you have to put on a king's dress. Not only king's dress. You have to chavi your mind. I am a king. I am a king. I am a king.
Wow.
Right? Then only you can be like a king. Similarly, the moment we are born, after we are born, due to our past karma, if let's say I have a woman's body, I have a baby girl's body. Slowly, as I grow, little after 1 year, 2 years, I start realizing I am a girl, he is a boy. I am a girl, I am this body. I can move my hand, so this is me. You only put all these things in your head. I am this body. So you became a player of this world. That is called false ego. You have created a false ego, not a real ego. We have real ego. What is your real ego? Suppose you are playing, you are in the drama. There you have a false ego. And outside the drama is over, it's real ego. Go one step below, one step above. This material world is like a theater.
Here, these are all false egos. I am this body, I am a member of this material world. These are all false egos. But when you chant Hare Krishna, when you touch God, you'll get the realization of how this is a stage, how this is a drama. Then you'll be thrilled to realize who you are. I am divine. What I am part of. What is my real ego? And you'll be thrilled to know that you're part of God. You're part of Krishna. You found your eternal relative. So much joy. These are the result of awakening of Satchidananda by touching Krishna. It is not a momentary, okay, you chant Hare Krishna, you get momentary one experience, some light comes in. These are all in other parts, they will tell you that you do this, you do that, suddenly you will get some light. We are not here for some experiences. We are here for Satyam, truth. I want to find what is the unfailing, eternal truth. See, Krishna consciousness is also for experiences. No doubt, we want Satchidananda experience. But we want Sat experiences. Sat Chit Ananda. We don't want Asat experiences. We want what is truth, what is eternal truth. Baby is learning. Oh, I am this body. Okay, we'll continue our time. 8:10 now. 8:10. Either all of you have time. I can give 1 more hour later. After Prasad. After Prasad.
Okay. So after prasadam, we'll come back. Take a break, 30 minutes break. We'll come back again. We'll resume for just 1 hour and we'll conclude.
You okay? You okay?
No, okay.
Huh?
For all of this.
Or some of you are going?
Yeah, I'm going to. One more hour or? Yeah, after 8:30.
Yeah, 9:30.
Is there a lecture tomorrow?
Yes. So tomorrow also we're going to meet.
But
here.
what I suggest to all of you is, if you're sitting, you should sit through and through. Otherwise, you'll feel a disconnect. To get my time is very difficult. Anyway, in the next 5 years, you won't get this much time. So,
We'll come back.
trying to match.
We'll after prasad we'll come back and we'll resume. So all our core people will be here. So we will complete those and exercise notes.
Okay. For me, it's okay. I want to.
Yeah, all of us will be
time.
here. Every one of us. All of us will be here. Like, not the people will do that.
Some emergencies, yes, but mostly recording is there.
There will be, right? Yes.
Okay. Right. Have the
We'll stop.
What is your name?
Come here, come here.
Which class you studying?
9th grade.
You studying online in US?
Yeah, not online. I came to America when I was.
That's first time.
First grade.
Yeah.
Prabhu, you
It's dinner time.
Yeah. So you are, you start chanting,
Yeah.
now you're not chanting.
I used to do it like when my mom did it. I just like joined her for like a few minutes.
Because your mom.
Yeah.
Now you do it because you want to do it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Very good.
very
Yeah.
well.
Okay, stop it.
We can cut it later. Now if we stop, it will be difficult.
Okay, you want to settle here?
No, no.
Like that,